Tell me, I thought the film is a wonderful exploration of like freedom of speech, and also I learned a lot of things that I didn't know about WikiLeaks and also about what institutions and governments do to keep us in the dark.
Yeah, so did I. It was an interesting journey because I knew about WikiLeaks, and being a German, I also knew who Daniel Domscheit-Berg was. But during the preparation, I found out a lot of interesting aspects, and it was quite confusing at first, because there's so many versions, so many different books and points of views about this story that it was, quite complicated and confusing. But then, fortunately, I had a very good relationship with my character, and I had empathy with him, and I could fully defend his point of view.
Was it difficult for you to, since I don't know if you're an activist, but maybe not at that level, understanding his level of commitment? I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah, it is. Of course, you understand it because it's a fascinating. It was a revolutionary idea, and if you have the knowledge that Daniel has and Julian, then of course I understand the passion and the commitment. Still, I don't consider myself as an activist, and I love playing parts that I partly envy, and I envy Daniel just for that, for the fact that he is so active.
How much have your professional life changed in the last few years? I mean, you're doing a lot of international films, Hollywood films. Are you satisfied with the way your career is going?
Yeah, I was very lucky, I must say, because I had the opportunity to work with incredible directors. Meeting Ron was a very important moment in my life, I guess, because he was not only giving me confidence and supporting me in our own movie, in the movie that we shot, Rush, but also he helped me to get the part for this movie, for Fifth Estate. So I will be forever thankful. And
how important are directors when it comes to to narrate a story, and what do you think Bill brought into this one?
Well, Bill is a very, very talented director, and he has done very diverse work, When you look at the movies that he's done, he jumped from one genre to the other, and he's very impressive. And the good thing also was when we met in Berlin, I had the impression that he's a very sensitive man, and a very reasonable and responsible director, So I knew I was in good hands, because dealing with a subject which is as complex as it is, talking about WikiLeaks, it was important and crucial to work with a director who has a clear political conscience and who is very careful and sensitive. And what I like about both movies and what both directors did is that they didn't shoot a conventional movie. The structure is very special, because eventually you would have empathy with both of the characters in both movies. It's not a movie in which you have a goodie and a baddie, or a villain and a hero, but you would understand both of the guys' philosophies. And then these films encourage you, invite you to, make your own decisions, find out the truth yourself.
Toronto is the Toronto International Film Festival. Is known as a great platform for Oscar campaign. Is where the Oscar campaign starts. Do you ever think about Oscars related to the Fifth Estate?
No, I don't want to think about it. It's in a way. I'm happy with if people start talking about that, because it shows that we've done it well. But honestly, I just want to enjoy the momentum. I think there's so many great other movies to come that it's far too soon to think of any awards. But I'm very honored to present both of these very interesting movies here in that wonderful festival.
So you're keeping yourself very busy. Do you have any time to relax, enjoy life, or you're enjoying it through work, or?
Both, but I'm gonna have 2 days off here in Toronto, and I'm gonna see the Niagara Falls and have 1 day in the city just on my own, and then I still will tour a little bit for a month or so with both movies, but then I will definitely have 1 or 2 weeks off where I can digest all these impressions and experiences that I had.
My last question: what have you learned from this story, from being part of the Fifth State?
Well, it just made me curious, and it changed the way I perceive information, and I questioned myself if, I can really fully trust one outlet or the other. It just made me aware of all the other ways we have nowadays, including WikiLeaks, civil journalism, to gather information yourself and then, see the whole picture and then try to find out, again, the truth yourself.
Tell me the last one, Benedict, what do you think is going on? You work very close with him. He's doing really
terrible.
well like you are. And
Terrible relationship. It was, no. It was incredible. The first time I met him, before he even said hi, he knew what I had for breakfast, that I'm left-handed, and I don't know what else. And I said, well, Sherlock, it's a pleasure to meet you. So this character is really inside him, he can't get rid of it. But and then from then on, it was a very close, respectful relationship we had. We would always share information because every day in the makeup trailer, one of us had some new information. Either I got it from Daniel or he got it from whatever source. So we would always talk about it very openly and help each other with it. We didn't have to create a fake rivalry, to get better into the mood or the character. He doesn't work like that. I don't work like that either. So it was always a very a close and symbiotic relationship.
Thank you very much. Thanks. Great, thanks.